In the biotech-fueled race to fight aging, genetic engineering tends to hog the spotlight. CRISPR this, epigenetic reprogramming that, Yamanaka factors all day. But not everyone wants to be a genetically modified organism just to feel a little younger or remember where they put their keys. Fortunately, nature has its own toolbox of small, elegant molecules that can rejuvenate cells without ever touching your genome's wiring. Think of them as biochemical life coaches. They don't rewrite your DNA, they just help your cells behave better. At the center of this low-key revolution are a set of natural compounds found in everyday herbs, veggies, and yes, psychedelic fungi. They work not by hacking your genes directly, but by activating powerful stress response pathways that restore balance, boost resilience, and delay cellular decline. And somehow, they manage to do this without asking you to drink a green sludge every morning while chanting mantras to your mitochondria, unless that's your thing. Take carnosic acid, a compound tucked inside rosemary leaves. It sounds like something out of a sword and sorcery novel, but it's actually one of the most potent natural activators of the NRF2 pathway, your body's master regulator of antioxidant and detoxifying genes. When carnosic acid senses oxidative stress, it flips on a cellular defense network that clears damaged proteins, neutralizes free radicals, and enhances mitochondrial cleanup, kind of like hitting refresh on tired cells. And it does all this without altering DNA code, just temporarily turning up the right knobs and levers that already exist in the system. Your cells are like a dusty old piano, and carnosic acid comes in, tunes it, and walks out. Then there's sulforaphane, the spicy sulfur compound released when you chew raw broccoli or lovingly torture it in a blender. Like carnosic acid, sulforaphane is a master of hormesis, the principle that a little cellular stress can actually make cells stronger. Sulforaphane activates NRF2 as well, but also goes after the heat shock proteins and proteasome pathways, helping cells get rid of damaged junk and misfolded proteins that otherwise clog up aging machinery. Some studies even suggest it may promote autophagy, the self-cleaning process that helps old cells stay spry. Basically, sulforaphane gives your cells a controlled fire drill, so they're better prepared for the real thing. And now, enter psilocin, the active metabolite of psilocybin, the magic in magic mushrooms. While most famous for tickling serotonin receptors in the brain, psilocin also affects peripheral tissues and appears to act as a mild mitochondrial modulator and neurotrophic signal booster. Recent research suggests psilocin promotes BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, improves mitochondrial respiration, and helps reduce chronic inflammation, all crucial features of cellular aging. But here's where it gets interesting. Psilocin does this not by hacking the genome, but by enhancing cellular plasticity and metabolic flexibility. It's like giving your cell a second wind without having to install a new operating system. What these compounds share is a strategy that's both ancient and deeply modern. Activate the body's own resilience programs without changing its core instructions. Unlike gene therapy or epigenetic reprogramming, which aim to overwrite or reformat your biological software, plant and fungal metabolites work like app updates. They don't need to rewrite the code, they just tell your cell, hey, you already know how to do this, now's the time. In practical terms, that means less risk, fewer ethical dilemmas, and more accessibility. You're not injecting viruses or flipping gene switches. You're chewing on cruciferous vegetables, seasoning your potatoes with rosemary, or, in some jurisdictions legally, microdosing mushrooms. These aren't fringe wellness fads anymore. They're frontline cellular strategies backed by a growing pile of research. They may not roll back the entire clock, but they seem to remind your cells that they still remember how to be young, or at least functional. So no, you don't need to sign up for a futuristic gene editing trial to age well. Sometimes the key to longevity isn't reprogramming your DNA, but reminding it how to run the programs it already has. And in that sense, rosemary, broccoli, and fungi aren't just food or flavor. They're molecular nudges from nature, whispering to your cells, you've got this.